Hello everybody, I Tushar Jain, CFO and Research Head of AjayAstromoneyGuru.com. Welcome all of you to my today's show. This series I am coming up with is for the beginners or for the investors who want to know how we pick how to pick any stock in stock market for either for a day trading or for a medium term perspective or for a long term perspective. So this series will be based on how to pick stock for your investment or trading or any speculative purpose and speculation or extra. And To start up with this series, this is our first episode in which I will discuss about the type of stocks which are available in the market. So before coming and selecting the stocks, we should first consider the types of stocks which are available in the market. Normally, I have categorized the types of stocks into nine different categories. Although this is my personal categorization, you can find different type of categorization at different sources. So this is my personal categorization of the stocks. This is to especially for the beginners to understand in a very simple language and efficiently. Therefore, I have put this in nine different types. So, coming up with uh, different types of stocks. So, the different types of stocks are blue chip stocks, income stocks, growth stocks, technology stocks, that is tech stocks, speculative stocks. Then comes the cyclical stocks, defensive stocks, and the last one is small cap and mid cap. So I have divided the stocks into these eight types based on the different parameters and different types of uh, motive in investment or trading. So, without wasting any time, let us first come up with the blue chip stocks. So, here's the blue chip stock, and as you can see on the slide also, the blue chip stocks are considered the type of large cap stocks which are having high market capital and which are in a whose profit earnings are very regular and increasing year by year, and also these are high quality stocks. It can be possible that their dividends yield is also high, but it is not compulsory that their dividend yield is high, should be high. So normally the dividend yields are dependent on the policy or the operations of the company, which I will discuss in the later income stocks uh, for the dividend thing. And normally they are expensive to buy as they are the eye candy for all the investors and traders, as everyone wants to invest and for trade in the blue chip stocks, as there is comparatively less and the lowest risk is there in the blue chip stocks. And since they are normally expensive, therefore their return can be low as compared to other mid cap, small cap, or speculative stocks. But the speciality of the blue chip stocks are they have the lowest risk. That means your money is safe. So anyone whose risk averse, that is whose risk capacity is very low and want to gain and want to earn good return in terms of that return higher than the bonds or FD, then they can go for the blue chip stocks. And certain examples uh, in the Indian context is the Reliance Industries, TCS, ONGC, HDFC Bank, HDFC and Infosys. And also if we consider the market capital of all these examples, the Industries market capital is approximately 14.68 trillion, and the TCS market capital is 8.89 trillion. ONGC's market capital is 925 billion approximately. HDFC's market capital is 3.16 trillion, and the Infosys market capital is 4.01, approximately 4 trillion. So these are some of the examples which are in a blue chip stocks, and which shows that their market capital is high, they are expensive to buy, and there is low risk uh, in these stocks to trade. And since there is low risk, therefore their uh, return is also comparatively low as compared to the speculative stocks or the small cap or mid cap. But in some cases they also give us the good amount of return. In fact, it's more than the speculative stocks, as there is no hard and fast definition, but these are the normally experienced trades or normally experienced qualities which blue chip stocks are. It is not hard and fast that their return will always be low, or as compared to the mid cap or small cap, it is normally seen that their return is low. So therefore, these are some of the qualities and some of the advantages or disadvantages. And now comes who should invest in the blue chip stocks. So investors who don't want the higher, very high return. In fact, they want to be safe in the market and just want to earn the return higher than their FD or their bonds. So those type of investors can go for the blue chip stocks. Now comes the income stocks. As the name suggests, income stocks are those stocks which give high dividend, and those stocks which are having long and sustained records of paying higher than average dividend. These are the relatively safe, and but there it is possible that their capital gain can be low, as in some cases companies, there are companies whose capital gains are not big as compared to the other stock. Therefore they go for a dividend payout to attract the customers or the investors. And because of the limited growth potential, some companies pay higher dividend also to attract their investors. And their example, some of the examples of the income stocks are Coal India, India Bulls Housing Finance, and Oil India. Although there are very uh, although there are many more stocks are also available, but I have selected these three stocks as an example because they are considered as a large cap stocks also. So if you go for the small cap and mid cap stocks also, there are many other dividend stocks also which give good amount of return. But again, the problem with the small cap and mid cap stocks are their risk is relatively high. So it is advised for the investors who are looking for the income stocks, uh, they should go for minimum for the large cap stocks. And if we see the dividend yield of these three stocks, that includes Coal India. So the Coal India's current dividend yield is 14.27%. And for the person or for the viewers who don't know what dividend yield is, dividend yield is considered is calculated by dividing the dividend paid by the company to the current market price of that particular share. For example, ABC Limited is a company and it issues 10 rupees dividend for each stock, and its current market price is 100 rupees. So the dividend yield will be 10%. Therefore, if we see the dividend yield of Coal India, then we can see that its current dividend yield is 14.27%, which shows that in a year 14.27% has been 14.27% return has been given by the company in the form of dividend only. And if there is any other capital gain, that is bonus. And if we see the India Bulls dividend yield, that is around 15.59%, and Oil India's dividend yield is 11.28%. So we can see that in these three stocks the dividend yield is more than 10% and 11%, which is quite good on an annually basis. And further, uh, your capital gain will be extra. And there are many other stocks also which you can see on different at different platforms in for the income stocks, and these are only the examples. You can also find out different other stocks also. Now coming up to the growth stocks. So growth stocks are the stocks that experience higher than average earnings and sales growth. So normally in very layman language, the growth stocks are those stocks whose market price used to grow in a significantly higher manner as compared to the blue chip stocks and the income stocks. Also in this, we should consider for the investment large cap stocks, and if anyone go for mid cap stocks also, they can go, but I strongly recommend they should go for the large cap stocks. So if you see the top 5 or 6 growth stocks in India, then you will find many stocks, but I have picked these 6 stocks because their market capitalization is quite good and quite manageable there. And if you will find, and also you will find different other stocks also, but they are normally small cap and mid cap stocks, therefore I have not picked that stocks. So these are few stocks which you can see and consider for the growth stocks. So the first stock which you can see is the Laurus Labs. Its price on 11 September 2019 is approximately 346.9, and on Friday it closed at the level of 1258 approximately, which is more than 262% return in 1 year. And similarly, these 6 stocks has been details has been given, that includes Granules India, Marksans Pharma, Escorts Limited, Adani Enterprise, Tata Elxsi. And also if you see the current market situation and the current global uncertainties, in the highest uncertainty of around of many years, these stocks are performing really well. So these are the these are the type that growth stocks represents. Also you should analyze and see the details of at least 5 to 6 years of a company to categorize it, whether it is a growth stock, income stock, or blue chip stock. Don't go for on data for only 1 or 2 years. It is my advice. So now comes the technology stocks, that is tech stocks. So as the name suggests, tech stocks are the stocks that represents technology industry and includes companies in the field of artificial intelligence, big data, semiconductors, and software. So these technology stocks can be blue chip stocks also, or speculative stocks also. The speculative stocks I will explain it in the next in the further video, in this video only. And some of the examples are, as we all know, the Infosys, TCS, Wipro, HCL, and IIT Technology, Tata Elxsi. So these are some of the top stocks, top technology stocks in India. And as per my personal view, I'm very much interested and very much fantasized by the technology stocks, as the future is more in favor of the technology stocks. And now the Reliance is also slowly and gradually becoming the technology stock only, although it is currently the conglomerate, but it is coming up. It is coming to the sector of technology also. And as we can see, TCS, that Tata Elxsi, Wipro, the Infosys, these are the blue chip stocks also. And it is advised, if you are going for the investment, you should go for the blue chip and large cap stocks or the income stocks rather than the speculative or the small cap or the mid cap stocks. So now is the speculative stocks. So speculative stock, as the name suggests, their PE, that is profit earning ratio, is very high. That their earnings are little to no earnings. They have the high risk. Similar, uh, although the stocks which are having high PE and little or no earnings, their risk will obviously be high, and their potential and substantial, but their potential and substantial price appreciation they have. For example, like Vodafone Idea or Yes Bank, I have mentioned. As we can see, Vodafone Idea is trying and they has the potential to grow in future, and their management and their uh, future plannings are showing that they are trying really hard and really they can come up with the good opportunities in future. Similarly with the Yes Bank, as their management has changed and they are coming up with new ideas, new innovations, therefore they can, since they are speculative stocks, but their future potential can be good. So in deciding the speculative stocks, you have to consider only those stocks which are having future good future prospects, or you anticipate that their future operations or future earnings or future goals are very up to the mark, or they can achieve good and significant amount of goals in future. Those stocks only you should go for the speculative stocks. And the disadvantage of the speculative stocks is that they are very highly risky. They are highly risky. As I was talking about the Vodafone Idea or the Yes Bank, although they are having good potential in future, but it is very risky, as their plannings or uh, their plannings or goals can be achieved or cannot be achieved. Therefore, it is very uncertain in these particular stocks. Although there are many different stocks also which you can see. So these are the type of these are the stocks which comes under the speculative stocks. And the main the main attraction that speculative stocks is that their price is, although they have the high PE, but their future, since their future prospects is good, or are expected to be good, therefore their growth possibilities and the amount of return that they can give you much should the amount of return that they can give you can be a very significant and or can be a very high as compared to the growth stocks. So this is a attraction that speculative stocks have, which is attracted by the investors. So now comes the cyclical stocks. So cyclical stocks are the stocks which moves with the business cycles, and their earnings and overall performance are directly related to the general state of the economy. Whenever the economy is under boom, their stocks or their earnings and performance will go up, and whenever the economy is in a depression, then their earnings and overall performance will be declining. So they are directly related to the general state of the economy, and it is for the investors who are willing to get in or out of trades based on the economic cycles. And these are the stocks which normally people hold for less than 1 year, as the cyclical word suggests. It based, and they move with the business cycles. Therefore, therefore the investors keep it for the medium term perspectives. So now comes the defensive stocks. As the name suggests, defensive are the stocks which tend to hold their own and even do well in the economy when the economy starts to flatter. So these are the stocks which perform good even when the economy is flattered or falter or under the depression. And these are the reverse of the cyclical stocks. As if you remember, in cyclical stocks are stocks which are directly related to the economy, condition. And defensive stocks are stocks which even perform good or moderate in the depression of the in the falter of the economy or during the depression also. So these are the stocks which includes public utilities, industrial or the consumer goods companies that produce beverages, food, drugs, and at the lower price. So these are the companies which produces or deals in the necessities in which whether it is a depression or a boom, the people will consume that particular products. See, as we can see, the examples are Nestle, HUL, ITC, as whether the income of or the economy is under boom or recession, the people will not stop consuming the shampoos or the soap or the bathing soaps, or they will not stop consuming the stationery that includes pen or pencil, notebooks at extra, or some food related items also like juices or biscuits, some and at extra. So these are the stocks which will perform good in the recession also. And these are the stocks which investors put their bet whenever they anticipate that economy is going to falter in future. So whenever the investors anticipate or in a view that economy is going under to depression or going to falter, they put their picks and they park their cars in the on the defensive stocks. So these act as a hedging tool also for the investors. So after the defensive stocks, now comes the small cap stocks. So small cap stocks are the stocks with whose market capitalization are less than 5,000 crore rupees in India. And if we see the Indian stock market, then 95% of the companies in Indian stock market are the small cap stocks only. And small cap stocks have the higher risk and they have the higher return potential. So in stock market or in anywhere in the world, whether it is a commodity market or currency market or any instrument which is having high risk, uh, which is having high risk, have the higher potential of return, and the commodity or any instrument which is having low risk will give you low return. So this is the thing in the small cap stocks. They have the high risk and high return, and their volume, normally their volume used to be low, and normally they are the stocks which the operators used to operate. Therefore, if anybody or if any investor or trader want to go for the small cap stock for the trading or for the investment purpose, the first thing you should see in that particular stock is the volume, whether when you are buying or selling, there are other party which available or not in which will buy or sell your stock. Therefore, you should always check the volume, and also the volume of the previous weeks or the previous trading days also to in deciding the small cap stocks. Although, as per my personal views, I never recommend any trader or investor to go for the small cap stock. But still, these are since these are the type of stocks, so I have to cover for the information purpose. And now comes the mid cap stocks. So mid cap stocks are the stocks whose market capitalization is between 5,000 crore to 20,000 crore. And mid cap stocks are and act as an alternative for the large cap stocks. So, for the traders or for the investors who are not interested or not want to go for the large cap stocks, since normally the large cap stocks are expensive. Therefore, they sometimes they can go for the mid cap stocks, which gives lesser risk as compared to the small cap stocks, but the higher risk as compared to the large cap stocks. Similarly, their return will be their potential, uh, their expected return is more as compared to the large cap stocks and less as compared to the small cap stocks. So these are the stocks these are the eight type of stocks which are available in any market, not only in Indian market but around the globe. These are the different types of stocks which I have categorized, and you can, if and whenever you want to go or want to trade or invest in any stock, you should first have that you should consider is categorize that particular stock. And first thing in determining your trade or investment, you should go you should understand your purpose of investment or trade. That will help you in determining the stock efficiently. So in this video, I've discussed about the type of stocks, and in the further videos, I will discuss about the various techniques also in selecting stocks from each category and each type which I have discussed in this video. So kindly stay tuned and hit the like button if you like this video, and you can also post your suggestions on the comment box. And also, if you have not subscribed our channel, do subscribe so that you can get timely notification whenever we upload new video. And stay tuned for the next upcoming videos on the selection and how to efficiently select stocks for trading and investment. So thank you and happy trading.